So, with that being said, I'll let y'all look at that page and stew on it for a bit while we get introduced to our next run here of Timespinner Randomizer Any Percent by PunkinSpice. So, Punkin, take it away.
Oh, where am I taking us? Oh, I know. To the past and the present and not the future. We're actually not going there. But hello, I'm PunkinSpice, and this is Timespinner. It's a Metroidvania. We'll get into it in a second. I'm not going to waste much more time. I'm not going to do that again. I'm sorry. But it's going to happen. But we're going to go ahead and start it in 3, 2, and 1. So yeah, as I said, Timespinner, Metroidvania. It leans very heavily on the Vania part of it. It very much is an homage to games like Symphony of the Night or Order of Ecclesia, the best Castlevania, by the way. And it's got like, I would say, a dash of Chrono Trigger in the aesthetics. And this orb is normally a fun one to start with, but not for that part. You'll see in like the first area we get to that what I mean by the Chrono Trigger inspiration. It's very like reminiscent of that like SNES kind of pixel art era. But more importantly, this is a randomizer, which means things are random, including the bosses. Thanks. I mean, you did it for charity, so like, what can I say? Like, you know, I can't be that mad about it. But fortunately, they are scaled, so that does mean that, like, let's say the final boss appears in the room with the first boss, it's not going to have the same stats it normally would. It's going to be toned down. Like, it's going to be a little itty-bitty. Hopefully, kind of. It's not going to change the mechanics, though, so that'll make things interesting sometimes. Because you see, this game has a central mechanic to it, the aptly named Timespinner. It lets you stop time. And most of the game is designed around that. And most of the time, Spinner, I don't get that item. So I don't get to stop time. So I have to deal with the bosses another way. So it'll be fun! But right now, we're just going through this opening area. We're going to take a lot of hits here, because nothing here does that much damage, and we just kind of want to get through it. And the main thing we're going to be looking for at the start is we're hoping to get any movement item at all, ideally Succubus Hairpin, which is an item that lets us double jump, because we're going to use that as our secret ingredient for later to cheat. I mean play the game legitimately. Besides that, we want the Twin Pyramid Key. Please give me the Twin Pyramid Key. I am begging you. Because that lets us use warp rooms, and warp rooms are great because, you know, you don't have to walk everywhere. I may have had a few runs where I had to walk everywhere. I'm not bitter, in case you're wondering.
Oh, totally. I can definitely tell you're not bitter.
No, not at all. It definitely didn't happen the last time I did this for a marathon run, actually. I spoke it into existence that time, so, you know, maybe we'll go 2 for 2.
We'll see.
But as for what is actually randomized outside of the bosses, any chests I pick up, anytime an NPC gives me an item, which that is actually a thing that happens in this from time to time, that'll be a randomly chosen item. Unfortunately, that also includes story items for some reason. They're in the pool, even though they don't do anything. But we'll get back to that, because let's see who our first boss is. Okay, that's fine. So this is Cantorin. He throws lemon slices at us. He wants us to not get scurvy. Very thoughtful of him, but unfortunately the lemon slices are really sour, so they deal a lot of damage. And then he does... well, these aren't lemon themed, I guess, but they're light walls. And you kind of just walk away from them. What we're really hoping that he'll do is eventually he'll go in the corner. Like that. Thanks, buddy. You're really good at the timing. And we can just stand there and punch him, jump over the lemon slice again. He's throwing 2 lemon slices now, and now he's gone. Forever. So, that was the Timespinner gear, and despite the name Timespinner being in the name of it, we don't need that. Because we're playing with the option for this randomizer that I'm not going to tell you the name of, because it actually kind of is a spoiler for the game, and I would like you to play the game. You should play it, it's fun. But essentially, it puts the game in any percent mode, where instead of having to complete the true ending, we just fall in the water. We just have to defeat the boss you normally would defeat in the any percent run. So it's faster, it requires less items, etc. We don't need as many MacGuffins. And so we don't need any of the time spinner pieces technically at all. Ideally, we'd like to have the wheel, because that's our time stop ability. But technically, we can play Time Spinner without the Time Spinner. Technically.
That doesn't feel right for whatever reason.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, yeah, I mean, the game just, you know, you load in, there's no longer a title on the screen. Things are normal. Everything's normal. Speaking of things that are normal, by the way, you see this little thing that's flying behind me? That's a familiar. This one is Maiev. And I'm hoping, really hoping, I find the familiar called Demon, because occasionally, for some strange reason, it has a graphical bug, and, you'll see another Lunaise, who's our main character there. Kind of. Except she looks wrong. Like, you know Missing No in the Pokemon that shouldn't exist? Think like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been yapping a bit. Do you have any words for us?
Hey, Pumpkin, it's quite alright. I think a lot of us here like to yap, so I'll yap a little bit. Folks, we appreciate every donation towards Little Warriors here, as we've been emphasizing all night. But we also appreciate spreading the word of this very, very worthy cause. If you're on social media, you can also help out by sharing our social media posts and getting the word out about this event and Little Warriors. Type !socials in chat to get links to Prevent-A-Thon social media. We share posts about every single run that happens in this marathon on our Bluesky. And we have runs, we have VODs of all these runs after the marathon ends on our YouTube channel. So you have lots to look forward to after the fact, or during the marathon itself, if you want to engage with that. So come hang out with us.
Heck yeah. So, you may have seen there, I got the Twin Pyramid Key, and that was the thing I was really hoping to get. One of the two, at least. Although, getting it at this point, I'm a little scared, because that means now a lot of the game just opened up, and that means the things that I want to get could be anywhere. So, cool, but also, uh-oh. So what the Twin Pyramid Key does is, it normally just lets us use warp rooms. It's a little, like, intermediate room, or intermediary room that you may have seen me pass through getting into here, where like new music was playing, etc. Those will light up once you have the Twin Pyramid Key, and you can use them to warp around. There's one in between every zone. And you really want those because, you know, warping around is fast, and it's a Metroidvania. There's backtracking, even in the randomizer, and probably especially in the randomizer. But in the randomizer, it has a second function, one that we really, really want, where if we don't already have the Time Spinner wheel and the Time Spinner spindle, which is normally how you time travel, the Twin Pyramid Key will just let us do it anyway. So it'll unlock a random warp room. I actually don't think I want to go. Oh yeah, never mind this one. It'll unlock a random warp room in the past that we can then go to access it. Semi-random, at least. There's a few it won't send you to, like if it thinks that it's too high level for you, basically. So that means that a lot of the game is now open, and the items I want just got a lot more places where they could be. And you may have seen for a second there, and I'll do it again shortly, that when I opened the map menu, there's a button I can press that's a feature of this randomizer that will highlight any rooms that have items in them that I have the ability to reach. Like, as in, I have the items that let me get in there. So right now, this room right here, up and to the left, has an item, and I can reach it. And it's the one I wanted. Oh, we're in business. So, that's the Succubus hairpin. That's going to let me, play the game legitimately. And by that I mean do a glitch. So glitches are fun. And this particular one gives us our double jump ability. And using that, we can enter a state called crouch state glitch, which is kind of what it sounds like. You enter it pretty simply, actually. You are crouching, big surprise, and you tap both the attack button and the backdash at the same time. If you did it right, you'll see Lune's kind of like hop for a second, like as if she wanted to attack, but didn't. Oh dear, this might kill me. So this is technically one of the final bosses. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
But yes, when you're in that state, she'll do a little hop. That's how you know you're in the state. And I'll explain it further when I get there, but that's the gist of how you do it. What it's used for, though, you'll have to see. And we're dead. That's fine. We'll come back to this. I just kind of wanted to see which boss this was. But we had the save room right there, and that's fine. So we're gonna take this elevator up, because this will lead us to the rest of the area. And basically at this point, we want, if we can, the Timespinner wheel, because we get to do more legitimate gameplay. Or we can get the water mask, I guess. If we really need to. I mean, it's the normal way to play the game, if you really are about that. The Timespinner wheel would let us, well, clip through a floor if we feel so inclined. The water mask would let us go, you know, in the water. It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. Although why she needs a mask to swim and not just breathe is kind of beyond me, but I try not to ask too many questions. Like, you know, why do I need to kill 3 bosses in the past in order for a gate in the present to disappear that has nothing to do with them, because the gate in the present is made of lasers? These two things can't possibly be related. How are they related? Don't worry about it. Just don't.
Alright, I guess I'll just turn off my brain and not ask
That's
questions.
the spirit. Now you're well, I guess you're not, but
I wouldn't be thinking, no.
ooh, good. That's a good familiar. We like the Merchant Crow. He throws coins at things. He's not all glitched out like the demon, but you know, he's doing his best. So we're gonna go back over this way for a sec, because we're gonna see if we can find. Okay, that's good. Basically, we'd like to get some gear. There is like chest items, headpiece items, accessories, etc. They all just kind of boost your stats. I mean, we'd like something, because, you know, number go up for the bad guys, we want our number to go up too. And if we're lucky, the pieces we'll get will be like Eternal Crown, Eternal, I think it's Gown, Eternal Dress, something like that. It'll say Eternal something, it doesn't really matter, because those are the best in the game, and we'll basically be able to just walk through everything. Like, I legitimately mean walk through everything. It'll do 1 damage. It's incredible. It's kind of funny. It also happens very frequently in my runs that I get it, so here's hoping. And the fun thing is, I have another option turned on that makes the drops from enemies also random, like that. I got a rock from that one. And it's weighted so that it's like a 40% chance, so I should, as long as I kill like 2 of every enemy, I should see what their drop is, in theory. And they can be basically any drop that's inconsequential to progress, like armor items, not orbs or anything like that. I hate these guys with the shields. There we go. They can be use items, so any like consumables, healing items, things like that. Oh, we got the galaxy earrings. I don't remember where that dropped from, but we got them. So that'll be nice, because that gives us a huge bonus to our orb experience, which is, you know, the fist that I'm throwing there. It's gonna get stronger now the more we kill enemies, but faster. Also, fun fact, these fists are one of the best weapons in the game. It was the first one I got. Terrific. Oh, hey. So, that equipment, Empress Robe, is, like, second best, I guess? It's close enough. It's not the Eternal Coat. It'll work. We might take 2 damage from most enemies. But is 2 really more than 1 when you think about it? Don't think about it. But at the moment, other than that, other than looking for things to make us do more hurting, take less hurting, we also have 3 bosses that I mentioned in the past, ooh, neat, that we need to defeat in order to beat the game because they block off a gate, etc., etc. So we're heading to 2 of them right now. One we ran away from because he'd do much damage, ouchies, ouch. The other 2 shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And in the meantime, we're gonna do a little glitch. So you remember the crouch state that I was talking about? Yeah, so if a ceiling is low enough, you can just double jump through it. The game's a little confused when you're in the crouch state. It thinks you're crouch, but you're not. So your hitbox gets a little inaccurate. And it really is, it honestly is as simple as it looks. It is literally just hold down, tap attack and backdash, do a little hop, and then just double jump when your head touches the ceiling. That's it. It's very simple.
Good to know in case I ever get the feeling to try this. It's so simple even I could do it.
Exactly. You should do it. Right now.
I should go get Timespinner right now and just start doing that.
It's available on Steam for a price that I don't remember because I bought this a very long time ago. I don't want to think about how old the game is. It's not particularly old, but it does remind me of the passage of time. Spinner. I did it again.
So how many times are we gonna hear this throughout the rest of your run?
Well, I mean,
I'm looking forward to it, if nothing else.
You know, I'm just saying, I would personally take horrific psychic damage from any time and or spinning related puns if people, you know, felt like putting that in their donation or something. I mean, if they felt so inclined. Why would you do that? You wouldn't want me to suffer from puns, would you? Then no, right?
No, not at all. Chad, you wouldn't want Punkin here to suffer from all the puns you have lying in wait, do you? Maybe you wouldn't put that in a donation and apply it towards that Star Wars Battlefront incentive and then submit your donation for us to read off now, would you? You wouldn't do that, would you?
That would be just devious.
Yeah, couldn't imagine it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I could imagine it. I feel like maybe it's not that hard, you know. I've seen a website. I'm kidding. So, we're gonna go see what this boss is. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and let's do Pyro Ring and Storm Eye. We'll keep these, and I think that's better than Dragoon Helmet? That's weird. It's better than a helmet. That's weird. Oh, cool. It's the other version of the guy that killed me a bit ago. So, 2 of my required bosses are basically the same guy with slightly modified attacks. Just, so everyone is aware. I love when this happens. It's very funny to me. So yeah, he also fights with orbs, much as we do, and they all kind of have a tell for like what attack is about to come out. For not this guy, but the other version of him, I have them all memorized. His are a little different, like I forget exactly how his orange orbs behave. But, okay, yeah, that one's just that. We do thankfully have plenty of healing items, so this should be nice and easy, because despite being one of the last bosses in the game, he is dramatically scaled down, as you can see, and he's already gone. So, don't worry about that shattering thing there, that is story related, don't worry about it, play the game. Yeah, a funny thing, even though the bosses, like, are not in their actual room, whatever dialogue they may have, or like whatever little story beats they have going on with them, still occurs. So you hear that glass shattering. Again, don't worry about it. If you want to know why there's glass shattering noises playing the game, you could probably also figure it out. I'm going to be honest with you, it's pretty straightforward. Just don't think about it. That's my motto. That's going to be the motto for the whole run, is don't think about it.
Well. All right.
Oh, also, we're going to cheat again. We don't really need to go in this room, but, you know, it's funny. Darn. I was kind of hoping for some good gear or something. Unfortunately, that was just a consumable that I don't really need, because the Chaos Rose cures the Chaos Status Effect, and the Chaos Status Effect is meaningless if I don't have the Timespinner Wheel, because the Chaos Status Effect drains my sand, which is what I use for the Timespinner Wheel. Did you get all of that? On the upside, we got 1 out of 3 down. And we're well on our way to the second of 3. We already have access to the third. So it's really just a matter of... Oh goodness. Actually... I think provided I just get the equipment I need, we are... technically in go mode? Ish. I still need stuff.
It's the go mode time.
I still need stuff. We do want to grab a few warp shards. They help us get around a bit. Oh, need to skip that dialogue. Yeah, I guess technically since our warp to the first of our required bosses was actually just right next to the boss, yeah, as soon as I kill this one and the first boss that killed me, we're on our way to the end of the game. Neat! So that means I'm going to be stopping to kill enemies a fair bit, because we do want to level up, as noted by me leveling up just now. I want to usually get at least to like level 10 or so, and we're almost there actually. Perfect. Just because, like, the boss random is on, but they do scale, and our final boss is not like the strongest enemy in the game, but I mean, he's still, you know, he's still supposed to be the end game boss your first time around. You know, he's the any percent final boss, so his stats are decent, and whatever boss we get in place of that is going to be scaled up. It'd be really funny though if it is the first boss of the game, because it has almost no mechanics, and I would find that very entertaining. It would be so nice. And it's a randomizer, so of course it'll be nice to me. Anyway, here's the final boss of the game. So...
Alright.
Don't worry about it. It's the first form of the final boss, okay? It's not the final boss. Ish.
I'll take that, that's fine.
Comedic timing, I love you. Couldn't have planned it any better. It's almost like a... Just kidding, I wish I could seed this. There's no way to do that in this randomizer, but it would be funny. Yeah, this is a boss you're intended to fight at the very end of the game. Thankfully, it's scaled way the heck down, so it's not going to kill me instantly, but it will get me pretty close. That's okay, we have healing items, that's what they're there for. Thanks for making our health go back up. But you might have seen the name pop up on screen for a second, called the Sandman. I mean, time-themed. It's an hourglass, sand. Everything's kind of on the nose in this game. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and use a warp shard. We're gonna use our warp. Go right back on over here. I said... You good, buddy? I realized this was the last warp I used. Don't worry about it, I've played this game before.
The number of times you've said it, don't worry about it, is starting to make me worry a bit, you know?
Exactly as planned. You should be worried. So yeah, we're gonna fight this boss again. We should be fine this time, because our stats are much better. So, since I basically already explained how this boss works, if you got any words you want to shout at us, or talk at us, my friend, feel free to go ahead.
Hey, sure thing. Well, I just want to thank chat so far for all your generous donations. Y'all been rocking it with everything you've contributed towards day 1 of Prevent-A-Thon so far. It's only day 1, and we're almost to $500 Canadian. So, I must ask, who's going to do it? Who's going to take that last $25? Who's going to donate that last $25 and get us to that $500 mark? I want to see that donation roll in tonight. Please, someone. I am eagerly anticipating this. I want to see it happen. Who's gonna do it, chat? I know you all can. It's up to you now. Exclamation point donates if you're interested.
It's true. It is up to you. I could, but I'm also playing a video game, and I can't really do 2 things at the same time. It's really hard. I only have 2 hands.
Yeah, maybe not Pumpkin. You've got your hands full at the moment. I don't think you have the time spinner for that right now.
Ah, it's rubbing off. Exactly as planned.
I just...
one cannot resist. Oops. So yeah, this is a boss that you're very much intended to have the time stop ability for, by the way, so I'm just gonna get hit by things a lot because I don't have the time stop ability, and we're probably not going to. Just like most of my runs. And he's down. So that was our 3rd of bosses in the past, and you may have seen me pop into a warp room for a second, a little... I was gonna say a long while ago. I guess it hasn't been a very long time. So a little while ago, you may have seen me pop into a warp room and just leave. We're gonna be going right back to that warp room because that is gonna lead us to the end of the game. And in this area, things will actually hurt a lot. This used to be a gate, but because we killed those 3 bosses in the past, it no longer is. I don't know why. Don't worry about it. I did it again. Oh yeah, you're supposed to have the time stop ability there, by the way. It makes those easier to dodge. So, since we don't have the time stop ability, we just kind of hope I do it right. They do a lot of damage, by the way. Like, a lot. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ha! There we go. Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to stop time there, but don't have that, so we can't. And for context, by the way, the time stop ability that I don't have that this game is like largely built around that I've been talking about so far. Do you want to know when you get it? Like what part of the game? So yeah, it's in the first area of the game. You get it before the first boss. So the whole game conceptually is we're getting shot in the foot. The whole game is getting shot in the foot? Well, I guess in a manner of speaking. The whole game is built around that ability, so when you don't have it, things get interesting, and you have to learn to fight every single boss in the game without having that ability. Also, don't get used to seeing this level. We're not going to see very much of it. It's a much longer level than we're actually going to be seeing. Because normally, we have to go remove, like, a battery or something, I guess. I don't remember exactly. There's, like, a generator. It powers these lasers, right? Stop touching the laser. It powers these lasers. And we have to remove it, and then, like, a bunch of monsters escape, etc. The whole power turns off. Or we just pop into the ceiling with crouch stay glitch and just ignore that entirely and skip most of the level. Because, you know, it's fast.
Yeah, checks out.
Fun fact, that use of it at least is where the glitch actually originally like gets its use from. In the vanilla speedrun, that is basically the only time you use it for like the regular any % speedrun, because you don't have the double jump anywhere else that would be applicable. And something that's interesting about this level, by the way, is like I said, all these monsters are supposed to pop out, etc. And like, you know, it changes color a bit, like it looks darker because the power's out. Interestingly, the area that should otherwise be completely inaccessible unless you've done that thing doesn't change if you never took the thing out of the generator, which is interesting. Like, there's no monsters even. Like, it just is completely a blank slate that I didn't think would even exist, you know? Like, I figured the easiest way would be you go through this door and it goes to a new map, right? So it's interesting that the state doesn't change on both sides. Anyway, this is one of the first bosses of the game at the end, so it hurts a lot more now. But it kind of just floats around for the most part. That's all it really does. Oh, jumped a little too soon. Come on, buddy. There you go. His health is massively buffed from being this late in the game. And that's that one. And we have one more boss to go. Is not the ring I thought it was, but that's okay. So, we're gonna leave this area, see our last warp room. Hi, warp room. Bye, warp room. And now we're at the Emperor's Tower. You can probably guess what the end boss is here normally. It's the Emperor. As I said, this game is a little on the nose with most things.
I suppose so.
But yeah, that said, it's probably not him this time. It could be anything. Well, I guess it could still also be him. But it's probably not. And we're gonna find out. We'll see. All thanks to all the money that y'all donated for this incentive. That could have been much worse. Could have been so much worse. But it's been nice so far. Oops. So these little...
Hey, rabbit.
These little wheel things are a little finicky. They have like a spot you can actually stand on. But it doesn't... It's not where it looks like. Like, that looks like I should have fallen. Well, like that. But that's just a skill issue. But it looks like I should have fallen there, and I didn't. Same thing there. They're really weird. They're kind of finicky. And it's another area that definitely intends for you to have the time stop ability, which we don't have. I think it'd be funny, though, if that's the last thing I get. Just right outside the boss room. That'd be great.
It would. We'll see how kind
we will,
it is to
in
you.
like literally 60 seconds, because the boss room is at the top of these stairs. So we are pretty close. Depending on what boss gets randomized into this room, this is either going to be done in the next like 120 seconds or 5 minutes, somewhere around there. Oh, it's the elevator key card. We don't need that. All right. So I'm just going to check all my equipment and make sure I'm using the best thing I can in every slot. Yeah, more or less. Alright, let's see. Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say, in those 60 seconds, would that be a good time for me to
go
read
for
out
it.
something? Yeah, I've got $10 from Spin Timer, who says, almost to 500, chat. Plus, I really want to see that Space Mission showcase tomorrow. What a great first day from everyone. Thank you so much for those $10. We are $15 away from 500. Someone's got to do it, and we're almost there. Thank you so much, chat.
So, it randomized to one of the worst things it could possibly be, so this will be good. This boss deals a lot of damage, and also expects you to have the wheel, but very much expects you to have that ability, which we don't. So, I may need to go grab some healing items, but we'll give it a shot first. But yeah, he has a attack that, like, shoots out... Ouch. Ah, good, he's about to do it. Yeah, we are just out of healing items, so... Yep, that's rather hard to avoid without the time stop, but that's okay. So, what we're gonna do is simply use a warp shard, and we're gonna go right over here. I don't remember if he had any healing items at the shop. think so. Oh, that's right. I never actually checked this one. Perfect. Okay, that's usable. Gross. Uh-huh. That second item is usable.
At least it's a good source of protein.
We'll go over this one. We'll go to the other shop because he also had, I think, a okay-ish healing item. Actually, we'll probably also want to... Let's see. We'll want to change this. Okay. So for the boss that we're going to have to deal with, we're going to want something a bit more long-ranged. And... I think... Yeah, we're going to want to reduce our aura cost. So aura is our MP bar. That's the little blue bar underneath my health there. So whenever I use my big attacks, that gets drained. And we're going to try to spam that a bit more. Because the boss that we got randomized to, you really don't want to be in close. He drops enemies from the ceiling. He just does a lot of damage. It's kind of hard to see things too, because like the little webbing in the room, etc. So, Jerky is a pretty terrible healing item, but it's a healing item nonetheless. So yeah, we're gonna try again, and we're gonna try to keep our distance from the boss, basically. Switching to items that'll let us stay a bit further away, and hopefully just kind of deal more damage from afar. Which is...
Good luck, have
Thanks! I'm gonna switch off on here, though, because I need to kill things on the way, and that one is not good at it. Actually, maybe Plasma Orb would be good. Now see, what I'm actually doing, though? I'm just stalling for time. I felt like we were going a little too fast. That's why I put that boss there. The worst one I could have possibly gotten. It's all on purpose. All part of the plan. What is it I said? Don't worry about it?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Someone needs to keep track of how many times we've said that during this run now. I've lost count. So, someone send out a donation. I want to see how many times, if someone's been keeping track.
Please do. Okay, we got a good room here. So it spawned that enemy. That like little mist thing that was down there only shows up if I stop time. So I can just not stop time and it won't ever show up and it can't do anything. So that's great, because it does that instead of these guys who actually hurt quite a bit, and we don't want them around if we don't have to have them there. Yeah, we're just gonna try and kill some more enemies on the way too, because, well, okay. We want to hopefully gain a little bit of experience. Because the higher level is, the more we'll be able to just tank hits from the boss, or we can get killed there, that's fine. Not a big deal. Take two. So yeah, we'll just rebuy our healing items, etc. Like, no big deal.
No big deal, we'll get this.
Ironically, the funny thing is, this is the one time where scaling turned on would have made it easier, because this boss is not an endgame boss. Yeah, so by scaling turning on, it actually makes this boss significantly harder.
Right. This is, I think you said this is the first boss?
So, the boss that got randomized into that room is not a first boss or last boss. It's kind of in the middle. It's, yeah, like it's a mid-boss, basically. And it normally has less health and less damage than it does right now, but because it randomized into this room, its health and damage are way up, and it is built around abilities we just don't have. So we're trying to compensate for that with, well, just leveling up and using different items, etc. And healing items. Yeah. There we go.
Level up.
And then we got these in here now. I don't like that because there's a second one. Ow. They deal a lot of damage. I don't really want to use my items. There we go. With this one we should be able to skip because we can just get right past him. Whoops. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'll just be safe on that. Good thing I was safe. Actually, I'm gonna reset the room real quick. And then come on. Alright, so then we only have one more of those guys. Oop. We'll just use the weaker healing item. He chose the worst possible spot to be. The tracking on these orbs is very good. So that's why I'm pretty afraid of them, yeah. He's also really being mean about where he chooses to be, but there we go. Oh, the crow got him. That's funny.
I'll take it.
Alright. Save again, and then we're gonna switch off to... I'm gonna try this. Yeah. This can be interesting. Okay, that's not terrible. That could be worse. And that's much better, so we're gonna be focusing mostly on that. That got put in a bad spot. Trying to get his like bad attack to be aimed down. It's the easiest way to avoid it, at least when I don't have the time stop ability. Okay, I'll take that. And then we'll go and use one of these. And hide there. Get our aura back a little bit. Oh, that's right at me. Yeah, he's being very mean about the placement of those. Ugh. Ideally, he'll shoot it basically at the floor. Ideally. And that'll be the easiest way to dodge it. Ow, that's actually an even worse attack, because you're really supposed to have the time stop for that, but we managed to almost avoid it entirely. Basically, that attack, you're supposed to, like, stop time as he does it, and then, like, just move to the next open area. Yeah, that works. Okay. Actually, we can probably, now that he has most of the ground cleared, we can switch to these, because that is a stronger attack. And we honestly should be good, because now his claw is gone. And yeah, there we go, that's it, time. Spinner.
Hey! Alright, time. GG.
Yeah, so that got a little hairy at the end there. That's boss rando for you, and I mean, you know, Zarian, however his name is pronounced, is not an easy boss if you don't have the items it expects you to have. So him getting massively scaled up is a fun way to end that, but I guess that's the trade-off for hitting go mode right away, basically. But yeah, that was, honestly, aside from it getting a bit hairy there, like I said, that was pretty fun. Thank you for having me. I hope y'all had a good time.
I think we all did. Where can folks find you,
So
Pumpkin?
you can find me at PunkinSpice Latte, underscores between each word, on Twitch. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can also find me on Bluesky and PunkinSpice. My name's pretty easy to search. I'm not very original, or I should say, I go by one name. So, but yeah, I do this. I do Timespinner Randomizer. I also run Dark Story and Sonic Adventure 2. That's gonna be on Sunday, by the way. And occasionally do other things in between.
Sounds great. Well, folks, give it up one more time for Pumpkin for this run of Timespinner. For Timespinner, thank you again, and what an amazing run.